I am as far beyond mutants as they are beyond you. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jay Will here again at Veterinary Review, getting ready to give you guys another review on the Marvel Legends retro card Apocalypse that just came out. I gotta say, not a bad figure, guys. Very pretty. I am definitely mesmerized by the entire color scheme here. Pretty impressed. I definitely feel like a nostalgic connection to this guy. Maybe young, but I definitely remember watching the old cartoons growing up, or at least the reruns anyway. So, I'm going to take him off his stand here. I'm going to take a quick look at the packaging, and then we're going to get into some comparisons, and then we're going to look at the accessories that it comes with. So, back you up a little bit more. Quick look at the boxing here. Comes with a pretty standard bubble card here, with the retro styling packaging. Pretty nice artwork of Apocalypse right there on the side. Old school X-Men, Uncanny X-Men logo right there. Has a read up on the back. Go ahead, focus. There it is. If you want to read it, pause it now. Some more artwork of the figure. Not a bad look overall for the box. And before I forget, I wanted to mention that someone had commented on a previous video asking how do I keep getting the figures out of the boxes without damaging them too bad. I saw in another video from another reviewer. I'm not sure who it was, but I did remember the method. I do like a slight little cut right there on both sides of the packaging at the bottom. And for a retro card like this, I kind of have to do a slice at the bottom too, like all the way across. So that way I can just slide the contents completely out without causing too much damage to the package. So yeah, that's how that works. So for all you guys out there that don't want to damage your boxes too much. Get into the figure a little bit. He comes with quite a few accessories, well not a whole lot, but like a significant amount. He comes with this arm cannon deal here that he kind of changes out with his right hand, and this gauntlet deal that plugs into his hose right there, like his hoses. So yeah, you can change that out, and it comes with these little blast effects that plug into the arm cannon. You can see how they plug in. They have a little notches right there at the bottoms. So you can plug that in. The big blast can go either the top cannon or the bottom cannon. Doesn't really matter. And of course, it comes in with the interchangeable hands. He has a set of closed hands, like fists. Nice. And then he also has the open hands. Plus, he also comes with an interchangeable head with a more relaxed face. So yeah. So if you just want to have him standing there staring at somebody in like a pretty menacing kind of look, you can do that. So now for comparisons, I'm gonna put him next to his older model, as I call him. Build-A-Figure from back in the day. The darker color scheme, the more modern look for Apocalypse. So yeah, they're about the same size. Well, yeah, exactly the same size, dimensions and everything. But I definitely feel like if you're old school, kind of like retro or nostalgic Marvel fan or comic book fan, you definitely appreciate the purple and the lighter blue scheme a little bit more. Because you kind of just, pretty much, I guess, everybody grew up with that color scheme. It's over like a certain age. Like I said, I may be young, but I grew up with older siblings and we all watched these cartoons together. One thing I wanted to point out also was the hoses set up here. The ones on the older one are a bit longer and they were pre-molded in this wave, I believe. These hoses came with the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. So yeah, and the newer ones, they came like kind of straight in the packaging. You have to plug them in and kind of force them to take the shape that you want them to have. Yeah, I wish they would go ahead and start giving us more bendy cord stuff like with figures like this. But who knows, maybe somewhere down the line. For another comparison, I'm going to put him next to his top henchman slash scientist, his nerd guy. Have Mr. Sinister there. See how they scale together. Not too bad. I feel like Apocalypse should probably be like, you know, maybe another half-inch taller to kind of give it a more menacing, kind of imposing look as far as size goes. And put him with a few X-Men here. Gonna put him next to his arch nemesis, Cable, the Time Traveler. They have the whole John Connor and Terminator kind of thing where we can't really tell or know who created who first, because he went back in time to kill Apocalypse, but infected Apocalypse, and Apocalypse infected him later on in the future or whatever, and it just goes back and forth. So we don't know who started what. You have the Rogue there from the I believe the same Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave from back in the day. No, I think she was the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. That's what I believe so. And the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, of course. So yeah, pretty good scale. Yeah, just towers above everybody, as he should. And one thing I wanted to mention also was that whoever animated that scene with a Rogue laying on the ground in front of Apocalypse back in the day in that cartoon, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. So, get down to brass taxes here. Let's see what this guy can do. So, as far as articulation goes, his head can move up a little stiff that far. So, if you want him looking up at somebody, you can do that. And his face looks down that far, so it gets tucked away in front of this little neck piece here. So, it kind of covers his face or whatever. Shoulders move out that far. So, not too high, not too bad. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, a little bit below 90 degrees, so not a full bend, I would say. Yeah, sometimes this hose keeps coming loose a little bit on me, but not a big problem. Straighten arm out, rotating hands, up and down motion, slightly hindered by the gauntlets. I noticed that on both the open hands and the fist as well. There's a ab crunch, crunches down pretty far for a big guy. Crunches backwards, waist cut, thighs kick out that far, so almost a full split for a big guy. Legs kick out that far, double joint knees, so they can, bend pretty far for a big guy. I was impressed by that. Nice to have a double joint knee that can actually do the almost full motion there. One thing I did notice is he didn't have a boot cut, which is kind of different, but he has a different kind of ankle joint here. It's like a ball joint at the bottom. So you can use that, I guess, to rotate for his substitute for his boot cut. Then it also has ankle pivot and up and downward motion. Strong ratchets. So yeah, pretty articulated figure. Not too much for this size, and then not less than really what you need as far as a bigger, more intimidating character or figure. Overall, for the price point, I feel like I paid a pretty decent price. I paid maybe like $36 for him. So, wasn't too bad value, especially with the accessories. It comes with the gauntlet, or the arm cannon he can transform his hand into. Just pegs right on and off. Yeah, definitely I feel like worth picking up. So if you guys don't have an Apocalypse figure in your collection at all, this guy's probably the best thing, the best bang for your buck. Because I know the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse from back in the day is like pretty expensive now. Like that entire wave is like, I think I googled it and looked it up on Amazon. It's like maybe $400 for that wave. So yeah, if you don't have that kind of bread or cheddar on you, go ahead and get this guy. And I do have the Deluxe Apocalypse as well from the Age of Apocalypse wave. So I'm going to be bringing him out maybe in a couple days or so, a week or two or something like that, doing a review on him. So that way you guys get to see all the Apocalypses together. Apocalypses? Is it Apocalypse or Apocalypse? Like, however you say the word Apocalypse in plural form, yeah. So, if you guys like my review, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Let me know what I can improve on, or what else, any other figures you guys want me to do or anything like that, and I'll get ready to do it. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. Later.